just about set to go. Our starter in this one, Garrett Cole. How about a report on him, Chris?
The spin rate on the curveball is incredible. Hitters know they're going to see a lot of them today. Stay back, be patient, and hit the ball the other way.
Here's the catcher, William Contreras. And that misses. And we're off and running in a brand new season. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering in there for a strike. 1 and 2. Got him. And that's the first out.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Cole, he gets a lot of swing and miss, and he keeps the ball in the yard. Not to mention the fact, not too many hits either. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. One down, base is empty.
Ball.
That one just misses. Even some of the best guys in the sport are going to give up home runs from time to time, and he's an exception.
Yeah, and even with those home runs, if you're throwing strikes and keeping base runners off the paths, then those home runs are solo shots. But to this point, he hasn't had to worry about it.
Handles, throws to first. Yelich is out. Here's how the Brewers will line up on opening day. Singy, these last few years have been Milwaukee's best since the days of Yount and Molitor.
You're right about that, Boog. They've won the division title 3 of the last 4 seasons, but they haven't won a postseason series since 2018 when they came within a game of reaching the World Series. Wouldn't be a shock to see them break through this year.
Rhys Hoskins in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Slider for a strike. You look at what the elite pitchers do. They strike hitters out, they limit walks, and they limit the ball going out of the park. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Yeah, all you want is a guy like that. Take the ball every 5th day, go out there, hand it over to the bullpen, perhaps in the 7th inning or later.
And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nobody left for Milwaukee. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back at Yankee Stadium. Starting on the mound in this one, Jose Quintana.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. leading things off and takes a strike. Drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. Check swing, called strike. Nobody out. Runner at first. Runner takes off. That one the other way. Fair ball. Here's the throw to the plate. Jazz on his horse coming around third. The tag, and he's safe. And it's 1-0.
Back-to-back base hits. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Here's Stanton now. And the first offering is not close. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
Check swing, and he went. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 1 on, nobody out. A run in here on opening day. On the ground, could be 2. To second, there's 1. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Aaron Judge at the plate. And a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Austin Wells. And it's fouled away. And there's a foul ball. Judge off of first with 2 away. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two outs. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Foul ball, still 0-2. Upstairs.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Inside, 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And a curve is down and in.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Stays alive. And a pitch. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Gets a piece and stays alive. And a swing and a miss. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's an early 1-0 lead. Back here in New York, digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Sal Frelick, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Cole back to work. Just missed. Ground ball up the middle, and that squirts through. And a good start to the inning. Here's the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell, looking for his first big league hit right here. Just off the inside edge. And that's outside. And now 2-0.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Tying run is at first here at the top of the second. Missed with a changeup, and it's 3-0. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
First and second, no outs. This is Bryce Terang. Swings and misses. Strike one.
0-1.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. The 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Ball.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And that's in the dirt.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Right through there. Got it. And that is a big first out.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else, and you can't pull the trigger.
So digging in, Andrew Monasterio. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. In the dirt, nothing happening on the bases, though. That's a little high, and it's 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And that one fouled off. One out. Runners at first and second. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. He's under it. Pulls it down, and there's two gone. So now here's the DH. Eric Haas. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. That's a strike. It's 0-1.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Out to short. Shoemaker. Zips it across, and that is that. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Yankees 1 and the Brewers nothing. Back here in the Bronx, Singy, and we talked about expectations this year for the Yankees, but we haven't brought up their trip to the World Series last year.
Yeah, they had the most wins in the American League, had won their first pennant in 15 years. Hard to believe that, huh? It's tough not labeling that type of a year as a success.
Dodgers versus Yankees in the Fall Classic. It doesn't get any better than that, Singy.
Yeah, and a lot of people across the globe watch those games, not just in the United States, and we won't forget that World Series for a long time.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Next pitch is outside. Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boogie's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
Foul ball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Now all even up. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And a curve misses outside. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Cody Bellinger in the box now. No balls and a strike. And a swing and a miss there.
He finds himself in a
ball,
tough
2 strikes.
situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Chop to first,
That ball's
but it
foul.
kicks foul. Up and
Ball.
in, and the count is 1-2. 2 outs, base is empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Breaking
That's a
ball
ball.
misses down and away.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Next offering is downstairs.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
That one hit to right. Frelick has a beat on it. And that will end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. Yankees 1 and the Brewers nothing. All set for the start of the inning. Up now for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. LeMahieu hauls it in, and there's one away. And now it's William Contreras. Led off the game with a strikeout. Contreras goes 5 feet 11 inches, 27 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Ball 1 there. Outside, and it's 2-0. 1 out, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back. The count 2-1. That one missing inside. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. So heat there at 98 miles an hour. Yelly stepping into the box now. Grounded out his first time. That one's in there, 0-1.
Man, this guy's got a great
0-1's the
feel
count.
for his breaking ball today.
Fouled off left side. Now one missed. High fly ball out to left field. Stanton is there. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back for more from the Bronx. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. DJ LeMahieu to start it off. And that one upstairs, ball one.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And another ball.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And a strike there to LeMahieu. And that misses. 3-1 now. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. The other way. That's his second hit of the day. And it's now 1st and 2nd to start the inning.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
First and 2nd, no outs. Goldie digs in now. RBI single his last time up. Swing and a miss as he was late. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swing and a ball line to center. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. And there's one away.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. He's 0 for 1. Swung on, belted. Mitchell going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Here comes Aaron Judge. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And downstairs. A little out front there as he swings through it.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
1st and 2nd, 2 down here on opening day. That one misses, and that's ball 3. Austin Wells waiting to hit for the Yankees. And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
So they're all loaded up. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Just missed.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And he grounds one to the right side. Fires over to Hoskins. Out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. So they load the bases but leave him stranded. On to inning number 4. Yankees 1 and the Brewers nothing. Start of the 4th, and here is Hoskins. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
And now the 0-1. Fastball is outside.
Ball, that's low.
Next offering is fouled back. And now 2-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Count is 3-2.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
That one misses.
Nope,
so a leadoff walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Next for the Brewers, Sal Frelick. A single his first time. And that's in there for strike 1. And he takes a strike.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you, even with pitches outside the zone.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
So up next, Garrett Mitchell worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Hoskins at first, one gone.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off the shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
Bryce Terang will hit next. Struck out looking at his first at bat. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. And that is that. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. Yankees 1 and the Brewers nothing. Back in New York, John Chobby and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Braden Shoemake. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. That misses the zone. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And he chases that one. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
Now it's the second baseman, Jorbeat Beboss. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. A rope into right, and that's a base hit.
Everything came together for him. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Here's Cody Bellinger. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Fought off foul. Man at first, 1 away. In the dirt. And there's a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. There's a strike. That one fouled off. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The pitch to LeMahieu. And that's downstairs. 1-2 to count. And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And up next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. He's 2 for 2. That one outside, and that's ball 1. In the air, center field. And makes the grab. And that ends the inning. Yanks strand a pair, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Ready now for the 5th inning. Up now for Milwaukee, Andrew Monasterio. Cole back to work. That one a little bit high. 1-0.
Well, these Brewers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Shoemake on to first. 1 away here in the 5th.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
Here's the Brewers DH, Eric Haas. Grounded out his first time.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
And ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
That's ball 2.
The Brewers down by a run here on opening day. And there's a ball. And foul ball. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
1 gone, runner at first. Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. Misses inside, and that's ball 1. Haas over at first with 1 away. This one in the air. Goldie settles underneath it. 2 away down. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, William Contreras. 0 for 2 in this one.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Fastball for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Now this is in the air down the line. LeMahieu sizing this one up, makes the grab, and that is that. Milwaukee leaves 1. They still trail 1-0. Back in the Bronx. And the batter now, Paul Goldschmidt. And that is out of play.
You know, these Yankees, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
Swings through that one.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That one
ball,
misses.
2 strikes.
Now 1-2. Ground ball left side. Fires across
He's
the
out.
diamond. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. First
Inside,
offering and
ball
it just misses. And
No
another
pitch off the
ball.
plate. Ball 2.
That just misses.
Down.
Ball 3. And there's the automatic.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. Frelick ranging back. Out of here. And they add on. It's 2-0.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Jose Quintana departs. Just never found his groove. Wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on. Back in a moment. Tobias Myers will take over here.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
1 out, base is empty. Here's some real power at the plate. Aaron Judge. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Misses just
Ball
off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Two balls, 1 strike.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
That
Ball
one
3.
misses. 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
1 down, base is empty. Rips one to left. That's a base hit. Singy, that was a laser shot, and a good thing we have StatCast to give us the details.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. You talk about generating a ton of power in that swing. He did it with quick hands, good lower half, and just unloaded on that ball.
Now it's going to be Austin Wells. Off the plate inside. And that is ball one. Activity in the bullpen. Yoel Payams appears to be getting loose. Number 88 getting cranked up as well. One run across in the frame so far. Last half of inning number 5. That one misses. 2-1. And he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw. The throw won't get there in time. A tough play, and now there are runners at first and second.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Digging in, Braden Shoemaker. Fair ball. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they're up by 3.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair, and even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory, and that right there was perfect.
2 on, 1 out. Jorbit Bebos stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 2. And that clips the inside corner. Yankees up by 3. That's down and in.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Swinging a foul straight back. Wells, the lead runner at second. Shoemaker over at first with 1 away. And that one is in there, called strike 3.
No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Bellinger stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Up and in, and the count is 2-0.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. In time. Got him. They put 2 on the board. 4 hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. We're through 5. Yankees 3 and the Brewers nothing. Back in the Bronx. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now the number 2 hitter, Christian Yelich. First pitch misses. Yelich, 33 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2010. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. He makes it safely with a leadoff double in the 6th.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Rhys Hoskins to the plate. Swing and a miss.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Squirts away a little bit. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top half of the 6th. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. It's a K from the Cole train. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Next for Milwaukee, Sal Frelick. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. In the dirt, but kept close. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Struck him out looking. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned. And just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. A strikeout and a walk. And that one lifted in the air center field. Judge makes the catch, and that's the 3rd out. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. Yankees 3 and the Brewers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, we go bottom 6, and stepping in for the Yankees, DJ LeMahieu. That's in there. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Yoel Payamps, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground. And that one handled. On to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Here's the third baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Just off the outside edge, ball 1.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
1-1.
This one in the dirt. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Chisholm stands at first with one out. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And a 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. He's already homered here in this one. There's a strike.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Throw over to first.
Safe.
And a ball and 2 strikes. That one ripped right center field. That's back. And it's out of here. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add a couple more. It's 5-zip. Singy, that's his 431st career homer. And it ties him with Cal Ripken Jr.
Well, Cal hit double-digit homers for 20 seasons in a row, and that makes this trip around the bases even a little more special, I'm sure. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Tobias Myers will depart, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Here comes the new arm for the Brewers, Tyler Alexander.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. Judge rips that one. Could be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. The throw into second. Safe. And that's his third hit.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So runner at second, 2 down. Austin Wells, the next to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And that one wrapped foul. Man on second, 2 down. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that one missing low. Two now. That one missed. Runner at second, 2 down. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And the lead is now 5-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, top of inning number 7. Here's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. And first offering is fouled off.
What makes him special is a lot of pitchers lose movement in their stuff the deeper they go into a game, but he's just different. We see plenty of break in his pitches, even when he's running a little low in the tank.
Now a drag bunt, third base side, and that's just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And 1-2.
2 strikes.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Over to Goldie. So it was a long battle at the plate, but they still managed to get the out.
Played that ball perfectly and got the throw off across his body as well as anybody could have. Any slower, and that was probably a hit.
Next for the Brewers, Andrew Monasterio. And that's in for a strike. The Yankees leading by 5 here in the top half of inning number 7. And that's in for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Mark Leiter Jr. getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Schmidt also getting ready. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Cut on and lifted in the air. LeMahieu. And there's 2 down. Eric Haas up now for the Brewers. Late on that fastball.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. That's
One
inside.
Ball, 2 strikes.
And that one in the air center field. Judge is under it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Another scoreless inning. And now that's 7 shutout frames. It's the Yankees 5 and the Brewers nothing. Back now in the Bronx. And now the shortstop, Braden Shoemake. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. And it's caught for the out. Jorbit Beboss stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 3. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Slow roller to third. Monasterio sends it across to first. 2 up, 2 down. Two down, base is empty. And next for New York, Cody Bellinger. He was late there. Strike 1.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting, because of tendencies, a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Yanks held in check, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Mark Leiter Jr. into the game, and he has some nasty breaking stuff. Up now for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. And a pitch. Called strike right there. Movement in the Yankees pen. Tim Hill, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. He swings and fouls one off. And now 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. William Contreras up now for the Brewers. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. In for a strike. 0-1. Just missed.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
That one close, ruled a ball. 2-1. And that one is inside. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. On the ground to Jazz. Whips it across. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. And now it'll be Christian Yelich.
Let's go Yankees.
This to third. Jazz tosses to first. Yelich out on the play. And Milwaukee is set down in order. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Yankees 5 and the Brewers nothing. Back here in New York, now it's the right fielder, DJ LeMahieu. Alexander back to work.
Nope,
just
outside.
missed. On the ground to third. Now he launches a throw over his head. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's going to make it up to second base as that's a 2-base error.
That's a case where he just pushed the throw a little bit, didn't stay on top of it, didn't find the release point, and it gave him no chance at first base to come down with it. I know he won't be happy with himself on that one.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Stepping in, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And that's outside. And it's 1-0. Man at second. Right through there for a strike. Up the middle. Boots it. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Well, that grounder up the middle made it a little more challenging than a routine ball right at him, but it's definitely a play you expect to make as a middle infielder, and I'm sure he wants that one back, but for now, he's just got to get ready for the next one, make a play.
Here is Goldschmidt. Ball 1 there. That's in for a strike. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. In for a strike. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff. And here is Giancarlo Stanton. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. And there's a strike.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
There's a swing and a drive. Frelick ranging back. Nabs it. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sac fly, and it's now a 6-run lead.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Chisholm leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. So a couple of errors lead to a run. 9th inning coming up. Yankees 6 and the Brewers nothing. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, one of the biggest ways the game has changed, bullpen arms. So many elite level bullpen arms.
0-1.
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm not playing anymore. I mean, it's just a nightmare. When that door swings open out of the bullpen, you know what's coming in is 95 and above with at least one nasty pitch.
Hard hit left side. Now one gone in the 9th. Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And a swing and a miss. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
Going to count 1 and 2.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
1 down, base is empty. That misses, and the count is even, 2 and 2. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Shoemake on to first, 2 up, 2 down.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
So they're down to their final out. Next for Milwaukee, Garrett Mitchell. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees collect their first win of the season.
Good win by 6 runs. Always nice when you can win by a touchdown or a couple of field goals. You want to keep that momentum going, knowing the offense can score at will, bring it into the next one, and get another W.
6-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.